guys, welcome back to the Pace It Pod. Today we have a special guest, and that's Chloe. I'm sure everyone knows who Chloe is. And we're just gonna chat about health and fitness as well. Chloe's obviously done the 75-day hard challenge, so we are super excited to hear how that went and like what you're gonna do now afterwards, and are you gonna do it again? You know,
lots of questions to get into.
Lots of questions.
But I think first, if you can give a little introduction to people who don't know who you are, what you do, and why are you here? Why did you give us your time of day? Why are you here?
Why are we special enough to like have time from you?
But hey everyone, I'm Chloe. I am currently studying fashion design up here in Pretoria. I am originally a Durban girl, but I'm studying here. And I also do content creation, influencer vibes. I hate that word though, because everyone's like,
you don't want to like refer to yourself as an influencer.
But I'm just your fashion girly and content creation.
Well, actually, that is a question I do want to ask, because I feel like back in the day it was influencers, right? You were an influencer, you did influencing, and that was like a term that was accepted. Now I kind of see influencers are turning away from that phrase and they more go into like content creation. Why do you think, like, what is the difference? Is there a difference between an influencer and a content creator?
I don't know. I just think that there's such a stereotype about like an influencer, and it's like people, if you went up to someone and you're like, no, I'm an influencer, then they immediately think something of you. But when you're saying like you're doing content creation and like it's more like you're playing around and it's like not so serious, because if you have that title, I feel like it's quite like a big thing, because it used to be a big thing.
Yeah, and people hold you to like a high expectation of like, you must be so cool and you must have thousands of followers if you're considered an influencer.
That's why I'm just like, I'm trying.
You just make content.
I just want to make content. Yeah. But you know, honestly, it's such a big thing. My fiance and I were talking about it last night, Trav, and we were talking about how there are some content creators in the industry that I work in that are making 10 million Rand a month just based on the content that they're creating. They're not influencers, it's just content. So it is really interesting to see, especially the younger generation, because you know, we grew up with social media. I mean, I saw TikToks of Ash dancing at like 12 years old.
On Musically, actually.
Even before TikTok.
It was still Musically.
And that was crazy for me to see, because we only got kind of Instagram and stuff middle of high school. So to see you guys growing up with that.
Really old if you didn't know.
I mean,
well, I would say that you were like 25.
I'll take it.
Okay, but that's young. That's
exactly.
old.
No, actually, it's
rude.
No,
she's like 40.
No, it's only funny because I'm 19 and she's 28.
Just because you're really young is not my fault.
When you're out of school, there's like no age.
Exactly.
Gap or anything. I feel like everyone just.
Chloe, can I work with you instead of Ash? Because I feel like this is more accepting and less toxic.
Our maturity meets in the middle.
Bring out the best in both sides.
But seriously though, like, do you guys feel, or Chloe, do you feel growing up with social media that a lot more people are viewing content creation as a job, as opposed to maybe the older generation where they see it more as influencers and something that they can't wrap their heads around being a career?
Well, I'm lucky enough to have a family that is so like supportive when it comes to anything like that. Like in the beginning, they always like laughed at me, like, look at you.
I'm sure even your
like
friends as well, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, what are you doing, kind of thing. But when they see like if you're starting to take it seriously and your page is growing and you're doing this, I feel like people then do. You're like, oh, you can do this as a living. Like this can be considered a job. I do feel though, like some of like the older generation might still think it's like a little bit, what is it? But there is so much money in social media. It is actually insane. Like the big influencers are making so much money. And like, why, if you have the opportunity to do it and you want to like have fun with it and it's something that you enjoy, then why not do it and like make it a job? Like, and it's something that doesn't even feel like a job to me. So I feel like that's also such a privilege.
It's like Mr. Beast. This guy doesn't have a job. He just makes YouTube videos and he coins it. You know, even influencers in South Africa now are quitting their jobs and taking content creation like full time. Because that's what's paying their bills. So if you can get it right, then keep doing it.
No, exactly. And it's interesting because back in the day, you know, you would study and you would go get a job, and that was kind of the normal trajectory of things. I know this isn't about fitness, but it's an interesting topic. Nowadays, a majority of people have a smartphone. majority of people have access to social media. So anyone can actually become a content creator and make money for themselves. You don't actually have to go that kind of route of varsity and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's
But now this is a question, like, how do you stay so consistent considering you are studying fashion, you live by yourself, you focus on your fitness? How do you find time to still quickly set up your camera on a tripod while you're doing something else and then still edit and post daily?
It's a full-time job.
You know,
No,
it's
it really
difficult.
is, and people underestimate it because often I've had friends who have now like tried to go into social media and they're like, oh my word, I have so much respect for you because I tried to edit a video and it took me like hours and I just couldn't get it right. Like there's so much that goes into it. Obviously with time, everything gets easier and gets better. But I remember when I started, it was in my first year, and so that was like almost 3 years ago now. And I just always had a love for like filming and like documenting my life. Like I'd always done that. I started my YouTube channel when I was in like grade 6, and I started with stupid videos like Chubby Bunny Challenge and like, but they never saw the light of day. And I was like, when
Wait, are they on YouTube?
no, yeah, they're not.
It's linked below.
Yeah, below. Like, subscribe.
I have a video on YouTube.
You need to go watch that.
2016. Don't Google it though. I can't get it off.
Don't Google it.
Link below.
No, but I just like when I started, I just needed to find any opportunity to film, and like I wanted to just put up the camera, and it was just a love and a passion that I had. So it became so easy in the beginning. But now after doing it for 3 years, it's like I don't know. I also need to be grateful for the fact that I can just like find so much to film.
Yes.
Like I didn't like in my first year, and I didn't always have the opportunities that I had now. And I feel like sometimes I do actually forget, like you started there and you were so passionate, and like sometimes when I'm having like a bit of like a hard day and I'm like, I really don't feel like filming this right now, so I've got to remember like this is a privilege to do and it's really really cool. But yeah, finding the time, it's like I don't know, it's almost just become a part of my everyday life now, and it's something that I still am so passionate about and something that I enjoy. So if you do find something in your life that you really enjoy and are so passionate about, it becomes so easy and it doesn't feel like a job. There obviously are days that are hard, but yeah, I do it for fun. I just keep
But
going.
I love what you said, where you remind yourself when you don't feel like doing it that you have this opportunity and it is kind of work in a way.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes people look at things just like specifically like content creation and they think, oh, this is easy, I can do what I want, I'll be successful at it, and it's an easy job. But it's really, really not.
And you don't want it to turn into a chore, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's when you start hating it.
Exactly.
And you don't want to.
But how do you find that balance though? Because even though it is something that you love to do, at the end of the day, if you're feeling, oh, I don't feel like doing this, you kind of have to as well. So how do you find that balance or that sustainability in creating content and, you know, enjoying it?
Sometimes, like, there are days that I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And that's when I have to listen to myself and be like, if you sit in front of the camera now, you're not going to enjoy it. And I don't want to be that person who fakes it.
Yes.
Sits in the front. Because I feel like you can clearly tell as well. So I don't know.
No, but you also know what, like, so many opportunities have also come from this for you. And like, I would refer to myself as like not even like a mid influencer. Like, I don't post on TikTok. I would say I'm more of like an Instagram influencer. Like, I'm more active on that than TikTok. But I still have loads of opportunities, and like I still do campaigns and go to events and stuff. And I'm sure with you, it's like times 100 as well. You know, and that's what also makes it so much fun, because now you're keeping busy and you're doing these fun things. Like today, you know, you're coming to film a podcast, you know, you had your lashes done. Like, it's fun things. You went to events.
Yeah.
No, I would say like even being this influencer and doing content creation, there's so much that comes with it, and so many brands that are like willing to help you and do things. So that does make it easier. Like when they'll be like, yo, come to this event, or like come do this, and like these are fun things to film.
With more influencers, you know.
Exactly.
So no one's scared to pick up a camera and take photos.
And that's the big thing. It's like everyone's like, how do you do it? Like, how do you just put up your camera? I'm like, you've just got to stop caring and worrying about what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you're out in public and you're trying to film a video, you're never going to see those people again.
And that's also what goes through my head sometimes. Like if you're going to Woolworths and now you're filming yourself picking things off what are they called?
The shelf.
The shelf. That's like
I'm the brains of this
tunnel
operation.
behind you trying to.
Slowly drifting away. So I just was like, I don't know.
No, I'm saying like the old lady behind you's gonna look at you funny, but you're never gonna see her in your life again. But she's gonna see you on TikTok with that video having like 1 million views.
I remember that
picking
girl.
yogurts off the shelf.
But also what I do find is that content a couple of years ago was very manicured. It was very staged. It was very clean. Whereas nowadays I feel like content that is more genuine and authentic does a lot better because people are they you know, social media was very new, influencers was very new, so people didn't know what to expect. Now they have gotten used to that and they can kind of see through the facade, and they're really seeking and they're desperate for that genuine connection. So I feel like they relate more to people who are genuine. So even if you're having a shit day or you don't look great or you're feeling sick and you still document that, that's actually what people want to see, rather than like always the glitz and glam.
And that's how you gain and keep followers, because those are followers who want to see what you did on that video and the next videos, instead of you make one good video and then your next are just boring, they're staged, you're put on, you know. So like keeping followers as well is like a big thing. You want to post your authentic self, because otherwise I've lost my train of thought.
So no, but this is this brings me now to the fitness part.
Let's chat about health and fitness.
So Ash was telling me you are doing or have done the 75-day, completed it. So tell me how that was and how you kind of documented that process, because that's a big challenge to do.
Like I always knew I wanted to do it. Like I'd always seen people do it, but I was always like, this was so much like, I don't know, it was like a scary, daunting thing, like the 75 hard, because there was so much like pressure on like you needed to do an outside workout, an indoor workout, and they both needed to be 45 minutes, and then you needed to have 10 minutes
in one day.
And
so a 45-minute. Oh, hectic. Okay.
Or so I was like, I'm gonna do the 75 hard, but I'm gonna do it in a way that is sustainable for me afterwards. Because if I did 75 days of like intense like workouts and strict diets and doing all of these things, then to break out of that afterwards, like first of all, it's not like a sustainable way of living to do the 75 hard for the rest of your life. So I did it in a way that I could keep doing it and want to do it and like build healthy habits.
I love that.
So I still would do my 2 workouts a day, but if I had the time to do an hour and a half, then I would rather do a full hour and a half, because that's like 245 minutes. And it was a lot easier for me because I'm already a dancer. So I was getting in like 3 hours already. Like in
you actually give me dancer vibes. I think it's the hair and you're beautiful, so that makes sense. So you must be used to training hectically.
But I feel like I just needed a change. It was literally like so random. I was like, I've always wanted to do this, and it was on a weekend, and I was like, a Monday's coming. I'm always like, on a Monday I'll do it. Like, I'll start on a Monday. But it was a Sunday, and I think I was like out at dinner or something, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Like I just have to do it. I'm gonna start now, because the moment I'm like start making excuses and like saying like, oh no, but I have this coming up or I have that, it's like you've honestly just got to have your mind right, and you've got to set it, and you're going to be like, right, I'm doing it and I'm starting it. And I did. I started it like on that Monday, and I also started like posting it on TikTok, because I was like, do I say I'm doing it on TikTok? I was like, how am I supposed to hide this anyways? Like, but I was like, I have to make a video and say, listen, I'm doing this. I need to be held accountable.
But now you've got 15,000 people holding you accountable.
Exactly.
As well.
So I was like, if I got today 50, and I was like, I really want to stop, I can't, because I'm also like too competitive like that.
Like you've set yourself that challenge.
Set it to, but the most important thing was having my mind right and knowing in my head like I want to do this and I will do it, and that made it a lot easier. And then like filming it every day, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to film it every single day. I was like, I don't want to put that pressure on myself, because the days change, and there were literally times where like I would go, because like, there's no alcohol in the 75 hard. So
Oh, is
I'll
it?
go out like my bottle of water. Like, I'm not worried about that.
Was it like a pump water?
Yeah.
Your pump water.
My water bottle, and I'd be like, it would be a night out, and I would get home and I'd be like, I haven't done my second workout. Put on my running clothes and I'd go for a run.
That's
I
crazy.
literally
I saw often you did like night runs.
night runs because that's the only time like I had the time in my day to do it. And if it was 11 o'clock at night, I was gonna
That's
go on a run.
dedication, though.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just about finding that time and that balance and being so dedicated to doing it.
Mhm.
Like, because it's possible. Like because people can so often make so many excuses. Be like, no, I work all day and I have this, and then I've got to do that. Like, or I have exams to study for, so I don't actually have time to do it. Like, your body just needs a break.
Yeah.
Like, that time for yourself, and there will always be a time in your day where you can
Yeah.
fit in.
I like to think of it as it's all based on priority. So sometimes you can't always fit in an hour and a half or 45 minutes of working out, but you need to also prioritize your health and fitness, because if you prioritize that, you will find time in your day. And maybe it means you have to wake up earlier to get
like
it in.
Giselle's a big advocate for health and fitness.
Yeah.
She wakes up at like 4:30 every morning, comes here, takes her dogs for a walk in the freezing cold.
Pitch
still.
dark, there's the moon.
Pitch dark.
I have a real deep appreciation for that because I'm not a morning person.
And me, I wake up, I send her my first good morning message at 8. I'm like, morning, Giselle.
She's like,
and she's already like been to the gym. She's so
But had a shower, ready for the day. After my
But in saying that, I'm not a night person. So for me to hear you doing night runs, I'm like, I'm in bed with
By
my book. But yeah, exactly. But I wanted to ask, do you find that, I'm assuming you grew up doing dancing, because that's like something you get into quite young. Did you find that learning that discipline and those skills from dancing has helped you, not just with the 75-day hard, but also staying consistent with all your other work as well?
Yeah, definitely. Because I can't even remember a time in my life where I didn't have something to do after school or after university, or like have all of it. Like in high school, people were always like, Chloe, are you okay? Like, I would have the full day of school, like we would be in the peak of exams or whatever it is. I would still go to the soccer practice, or I would have swimming or diving or whatever the sport was, the netball, and then I'd go straight from there to dancing. Like there were so many times I changed in my car because I didn't have time to go home or anything, and then I'd be at dancing and only get home at like 8 o'clock at night because dancing finishes at like 7:30. And yeah, that was just my life. Like where I fit in time to study, I don't know, but like I just made it work. And having that growing up is obviously helped a lot with being disciplined.
Do you, because I can relate to that 100%. Also changing into my swimming clothes in the car, you know, leaving in the dark, coming home in the dark. But I'm really grateful for it, because I feel like those are skills that if you've grown up doing sports and you're almost like a high achiever, you almost take for granted, because you kind of think, well, isn't that just how you're supposed to do things? Like this is what do you mean?
You don't do that.
And
if it's on a list, take it off.
Then you had your other friends who just had school and they went home.
Yeah.
And then they complain
I
about
don't get it.
how tired they are.
But now, like, my question is how does that blur the lines between being obsessive over something or almost having that need to control, like with the 75-day?
You should answer this question.
No, but I want to know your answer. I'm looking for answers. But I think especially with something like a 75-day hard, right? I think, like, I loved the way you were doing it, where you said, I want this to be sustainable so that I can continue this afterwards. Because I think a lot of people think this is hardcore, I'm going to go all in. And then by the time they reach the 75-day, if they even get there, it's not good.
But then you do nothing, you know, then you don't work hard at all. You don't follow that diet.
All of your
progress.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what was
the point?
Yeah, what was the point?
Or if people have really intense diets, it's the same kind of. So how do you find that you kind of balance that with your life as well? Like not getting too obsessive or too controlling, and like you were saying, having a little bit more fun and giving yourself grace, I guess.
In lockdown, I literally became addicted to like working out. Like I could feel it. Like it was like bad. Like I had to do it. And I honestly had to take a step back and be like, Chloe, this is like not
Good.
normal. Like my friends would come over and something, I'd be like, no, sorry, I need to do a workout. Like I have to.
Please wait downstairs.
Yeah, or I'd make them do it with me. Like.
Sorry, I need to do a night run. Can you guys just come? Just a 10K.
It's easy. Like it's fine. We're gonna run it 4 minutes. Like it's okay. No.
I thought that is normal. That's what I do. No, just joking.
I was gonna say, okay, I'm not going for a run with you.
Don't be my friend.
No, and I took a step back from that as well. Thank goodness we went back to school, because then I was like, yeah, that would have been bad. But I knew for myself, like, I needed to find a balance, like a good way with that thing, that I was not going to be like so obsessive like over this thing, and like I have to have this set routine and stuff, because I'm very much like super OCD. Like I have to have the way I do things, and I knew if I had that, I was going to freak out if something else like went wrong. So I kind of like had to let loose a little bit, relax, go with the flow. If you fit in something there, like cool. And if it's not an intense workout, that's okay. Like you're still moving your body. Like whether, like sometimes my workout would be going for a walk, like, and that would be a 45-minute or an hour and a half walk. I put on a podcast, and like that's just what it would be. And I had
this
to,
podcast.
Yeah. Listen to it while you're on your walk or run.
Can I check if it's like recording?
Yeah, go.
Ashleigh, I will actually murder you.
Okay, no, we're good.
I thought Chloe's face was
just had like a.
No, this whole time I had like a pit in my stomach, like I don't know if I clicked the record
Can't you
button.
check on your watch?
No, but I was scared if I did, it would have like
Messed it up.
Wait, I have to ask, kind of unrelated, but did you watch Dance Moms?
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Who hasn't?
A lot of people haven't.
Oh, but you know what she hasn't watched?
No, I've watched it like twice. Dance Moms.
Mamma Mia.
Oh, no. I watched it the other
Have you
day.
watched Mamma Mia?
Of course.
Have you watched Mean Girls? She hadn't watched Mean Girls.
I've watched it. You
Chloe?
haven't watched Mamma Mia.
I have. I've watched 75% of it.
And we are watching all of the movies.
Chloe, she thought Mean Girls was a series.
No, Giselle.
No. She said,
Giselle's
sorry.
like-
No. Let me tell the story. I kept telling her to
silent.
watch it.
These are two siblings fighting right now.
I kept telling her to watch it, and she was like, gee, I can't get into another series right now. And I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Okay.
But we
Wait,
digress.
Back to what we're talking about. My question is, what diet were you following during the 75 hard? And are you still maintaining your eating habits now?
Okay, so everything's like a build up, like not just the 75 hard. But at the end of last year, I think it was September, I like ended up like being rushed to hospital one night because I had such severe stomach pain, and it had been like happening, like it was a build up until one night it was just like so bad. I had to cut everything out, and I was like, I'm starting from scratch, like clean, all of that, because I've heard like so many things that you can fix so much with just by your diet. Like I was like severely iron deficient, and I decided to do the carnivore diet, and it's like whole foods, clean eating, meat, eggs. I had avo, and then I added like some fruit and stuff because I couldn't just do like plain meat. Like there was no way.
No.
I
But
could have done
then,
that.
where do you get your nutrients from? Do you take like vitamins and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But
I don't. I could never do that diet.
Can I tell you how she drinks her creatine?
Tell me.
How do you think you drink? Like, how do you drink if you drink creatine?
I don't. But
Okay.
No.
from my brothers and my boyfriend, they like put it
Ins-
in their mouth and then they just down water. They
That
just
is
shot
not
it.
how you say. Guys, protein shakes. Tea. Put in your tea. She just
I don't
takes
want a
water
protein
and
shake
mixes
every
it and-
day.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a lot of people
gross.
do.
No,
Yes, and you
guys,
gulp it one
no.
time and then
Oh.
gag and you're done.
Yeah, just
Or-
one shot out of the way.
Or you can make a lovely protein shake that tastes amazing.
Not
Put the
everyone
creatine
wants to have a
in.
protein shake every day.
Or a tea. Everyone
I don't
drinks
like
tea or
tea.
coffee. Coffee.
I don't like
This?
coffee either.
Just put some.
That's going to
creatine
ruin
in
my
there.
drink.
This
You
is
don't
so on
taste
brand
it.
because I'm such a placer girl. That's what I had in my mind the whole time. Okay.
Unintentional plug.
Anyways,
Sorry,
Giselle,
guys. I'm so angry with you
back
today.
to carnivores.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I did that for a little bit up until. And then I got to December, and then I eased like carbs back into my diet.
Wait, sorry.
Mm.
So you went to hospital for your stomach. Was it because you were eating
We
a certain way,
nobody knows
or
what it was.
Oh,
Literally
okay.
no doctor could tell me anything.
That's hectic.
So I was like, right, eating clean.
Okay.
There's a lot of foods that certain people can't eat,
Yeah.
you know, that upset your stomach. Like, I won't lie, every time I eat anything, my stomach hurts. And I don't know what it could be from. Even my brother has it, but it's like something like dairy, you know, having like
I'm
lactose
also
milk
lactose
now.
intolerant.
Yeah,
Okay.
hence you also drink oat milk.
Yeah. But that's why I like that you were saying you went back to kind of what types of foods you should be eating, because I think everyone is so different, and I think it's important to test and go through that trial and error to see what works for you, what doesn't, and then follow that.
Yeah. But I kind of like maintained this like carnivore diet thing mostly during the week, and then like on the weekends I would ease like things back in, and then it got to the 75 hard, and I was like, right, what is going to be sustainable for me, that like a diet that I can have now and like really be good about, and then still maintain that like for the rest of my life, like if I need to. And I did like 80-20, so 80% healthy, 20% whatever I wanted, because after the 75 hard, like if you just go straight back to like, oh, I'm gonna have fast food, I'm gonna have this, and that, like you're gonna like feel gross afterwards. So during the week I would eat mostly like steaks and avo and eggs and like lots of fruit. I'm such a fruit person,
and that helped your stomach as well.
Like helped so much, and my iron actually improved because I was eating so much like meat and steaks and things. And towards the end of the 75 hard, I actually was like, let me see how like meal prepping kind of works for me, and I started like making like chia seed puddings and like things like that, and like you can really play around, and like you can add your protein like powders to that,
and your creatine.
So exactly.
Not that I'm even taking creatine. I'm just so upset about how I drink it.
It just irked me. No, but I love that. Like I tried meal prep. I hated it because I get so picky with. I don't like eating food that was made the day before,
especially
unless it's
vegetables, you know.
Yeah, it's just there's better ways to eat your food. But something I did like, and I still do, is the overnight oats.
Yes.
So like the chia pudding. I don't know if you've ever tried it, Ash.
I have.
It's so good, and I like that because you haven't tried it.
No, I've tried it, but I just
don't like it. What I like about it is that you get to have all these kind of superfoods that maybe you would miss out of your normal meal. So you could have the seeds, you could have like the powders, the little cocoa nibs, like things that you wouldn't really get just from eating steak and avo. So I'm a huge fan of that.
Obviously, you probably see diets and stuff on Instagram, and a lot of silly diets, you know, like, let me reference back to my mother. She actually made her listen to the previous podcast, and she heard her name, and she's like, Ashleigh. She's like, you can't speak about me. No, but she's constantly sending me Instagram reels on, oh, have you tried this? You know, have you tried boiling some water, putting it in a big bowl, pouring some chia seeds, mixing it, a little bit of honey, and drinking that, because it keeps you full the whole day.
No, God.
That is wild.
And so that's the type of mother she is. She comes to me with these things. She's like, taste this, it's disgusting.
So it's good for you.
You don't have to eat anything else, like just the chia seed water
and eggs.
Wait for that to expand. But how do you have you tried Instagram diets?
You know what?
Like what's the craziest diets you've tried, or meal that you've made that you've seen on Instagram? Can you even think? There's a new one, and it's eggs with cottage cheese, and you make scrambled egg. Apparently it's super good.
So I have cottage cheese every day with eggs.
I'm too scared to try cottage cheese, and
everyone's having
with cottage cheese.
Being honest as well, I also don't like it. I'm scared to try it because it looks funky.
Guys, can I tell you my breakfast every single morning?
I can tell you. Sourdough, cottage cheese, avo, 2 eggs, 2 to 3 eggs.
Okay, no avo. But yes,
you do have avo.
Not anymore. Now I'm on my. But you were right. 3 eggs, sriracha on top, some parmesan. I promise you guys, cottage cheese with eggs, like whether you scramble it, whether you just put it on toast, is firstly it tastes so good. Secondly, it's extra hit of protein, so amazing. But I've seen a lot of people actually using it now to make like chocolate mousses.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use cottage cheese to make anything.
You can also use avo to make chocolate.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good.
people make chips out of cottage cheese. Like you just put it in blobs and you put it in the oven and it makes chips.
How does that work?
Like you can put it in the air fryer and it like crisp it. Like
Yeah, and
the
it's cottage cheese
Because you know, like if you melt
chips.
cheese, it goes like hard.
Yes.
Like, so that kind of.
But then, like, how does that? I'm struggling to
I don't know.
visualize how that tastes.
Instagram.
Just cottage
things.
cheese burnt.
Chloe, can you try it for us? Make a reel and then let us know how it tastes.
I will. I actually want to try it. Maybe I will when I'm home now, because then I'll be like, Mom, you just.
This
try
is
it."
for you, Giselle.
Yeah, let me know, and then I want you to describe the flavors, the textures.
No, but anyways, like, what diets have you seen and taken on?
I actually like. I don't know. I try and stay away from that on TikTok and stuff, because some people get like they're like, yeah, what do I eat in a day? And like I just have half my banana and then I have an orange slice later.
Chia
Then a
seeds
glass
and
of
water.
Yeah, like okay, what
Sure,
are
when
you
I'm
eating?
full, you know.
Stuffed. Like what it is eating. No,
And then you on the other side, you're eating like this, the biggest bowl of like cereal
yeah,
and
I'm like,
chips.
way to feel great about myself. No, but I always like I knew it because it's so easy to fall into like really bad eating habits and like looking at what other people are eating, because everybody's body is so different. And I found like I need to shut all of that out and figure out what my body needs and what's good for me.
I love it.
And yeah, like I would put like spinach in my eggs because that's like extra iron and stuff, and like that's something
Yeah, I
that
haven't
I
tried
enjoy.
that. Like
That's
scrambled
nice.
eggs.
That's
Yeah,
good,
scrambled
yeah.
eggs and like
That'll be
spinach,
nice.
and then you can have like
Peppers.
yeah, like add extra protein if you want like bacon or I don't know.
Mm.
You know what I
Cottage
wish
cheese.
South Africa had like a good brand of is greens powder. Like I've seen them
Yes.
overseas constantly, like these really good ones, and everyone's like, I swear by this, like it takes away your bloating for the day, like it's so good for your gut health. But it's like we have such poop ones here in South Africa.
But do you not think it also tastes bad overseas? But
yeah,
influencers are just
I
like,
bought-
oh, yummy. This actually, I want to ask you this as well, because obviously you being a content creator and understanding that you have the power to show certain things and hide certain things, is it easy for you to look at other creators and pinpoint, okay, I think this person's talking a little bit of horseshit, or like, okay, no, are you able to differentiate who's being truly honest and who isn't? Because I doubt those creators who are creating those videos saying, I'm eating half a banana and drinking water and I have a 6-pack and I'm healthy and I'm feeling good.
If you want to look like me, have an orange with grass on it every morning. And that's the
it's
trick.
actually really good. I'm just joking.
No, because I used to, like when I was little, like grade 6, grade 7, I was like, Victoria's Secret diets. Like, I want to eat how they eat. And like, I would do that. And like, this is so stupid because they're not showing like exactly what they're eating. I'm like, this is not
Yeah,
nice.
they switch
like,
the camera
I'm
off.
hungry and like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've really started following people that are so like authentic and they are open about, okay, listen, this is what I've been eating, but I've been like, I used to eat like this and this is how I felt, and like they've been open and honest about
or like I tried this diet and I didn't actually like
Yes.
it, so I'm going to try this one now, you know, because
Yeah.
even like you showing that carnivore diet, I'm sure loads of people are like, okay, let me also try this and see if it works for me, you know.
Like a lot of people have asked like me for what I eat in a day, and I've been so hesitant to film it because I'm just like, you never know what that comes with. Like I feel great and this is sustaining my body, but there's also going to be other people that are like, are you like, why are you eating like this? Like why have you chosen that? Like I feel like I will if I don't know, like if it feels right and like it's because I don't want to put like a false thing out there because some days like look totally different.
Exactly, every day is different.
Yeah, so
it just depends what you have.
Exactly. If I show one day where I'm eating my chia seed pudding, then I have like eggs and spinach and like chicken and chickpeas and whatever, and then steak and stuff. It's like that's like a super healthy day. Like it's really nice. And then the next day I could have steers. Like, I don't know.
My favorite is when people post that, but all the food that they make is like gourmet, fancy, Tasha's brunch style, and I'm like,
That's
is
just
impossible,
unaffordable, you know.
But also, like, who has the time and the effort and the energy to make stuff like that every single day? It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's also when meal prepping comes to play. But also, a lot of people can't do that. You know?
The only thing that I meal prep was like the chia seed pudding and then like a fresh juice. Like I'm such a fresh juice person.
Yeah.
Like I will drink plain celery juice if I need to. Like I love the taste.
So do you
of that
juice
stuff.
it yourself?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
How do you do that?
Because I don't have a juicer like at my apartment. At home I do, but I just blend everything together. So whether that's like your celery, your apple, your spinach, cucumber, kiwi, like all of that stuff, blend it, and then you know like those cheesecloths.
Yes. You
You
like
just
drain
strain
it.
everything through, and yeah. Then you have
So would
like
you
fresh-
rather have a juice or a smoothie? Juice or smoothie? Juice or smoothie?
I'm only
I'm
saying
gonna
juice.
say juice.
I went
Juice.
to Tasha's
Juice,
yesterday and I got a
interesting.
freshly squeezed juice, and they are so good. And I was like, I want another one.
Like,
So
I
now
don't
I'm
know,
like
it
put
just
onto
cleanses
juices.
me. Like I just feel so
They're
good.
good.
Like, if I
Drinking
start
your
my day with the
vegetables,
juice-
you know.
Oh,
And
so
beetroot?
nice.
Do you like beetroot
Oh,
juice?
I love beetroot. I love all of that. Like, give me
Interesting.
any fresh juice. I love it. I'll do the ginger shot. I'll do all of that.
Damn.
Like, I love that.
That's good though.
That's very good.
Because then you're getting in
And, like,
again things that you can't
Green
always
juice as well is like an acquired taste.
It is.
You know?
It
Yeah.
tastes like
and like matcha.
grass.
Do you like matcha?
Okay, I've just become a matcha fan and I really
I
love
refuse
Do
to
you?
believe people actually like it.
I tried it the other
refuse.
day. Mm-mm.
No, it tastes okay. The one matcha I had, I don't know if it was bad, but it tasted like fish. And I was like,
Wait, I've heard somebody say that.
really?
I saw it on TikTok. Somebody was like showing their matcha, and in the comments, I love reading comments. And anyway, it was like they were like, this tasted like fish. Like, is it just me? And like everyone was like, no, girl, it's just you.
No,
And I was
and mine tasted like fish.
so
And this was years ago before matcha became a thing. And I was like, this is disgusting. I don't know why people drink this. It's a lie. And now everyone is drinking matcha, and all I can think of is you're drinking fish. Like,
And
it's
and also like the grass thing. People say it tastes like grass.
I think that's a more accurate flavor
Yeah.
profile.
I was also exactly like this. I was like, how are you drinking this matcha? Like, how are you doing it? I've tried it so many times, and I was like, not for me, can't do it. Then I tried nice matcha in Cape Town, and I was like,
Yeah,
I
it also
see
just
everyone-
depends where
yeah.
you get it.
Strawberry one. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my word, I could actually drink
A
it.
strawberry matcha.
Yeah.
So
And
it
just
tastes like
looks
strawberry and
pleasing. Like,
grass.
I want to drink that. Like, it looks so yummy.
Yeah, but
But,
I would
yeah.
say
Yeah.
don't have a plain. It needs vanilla. It
Yeah.
needs
Oh, interesting.
Definitely.
a flavor of some sort. The strawberry ones have been my favorite. Like they've actually been really nice. And apparently, it's like they have so many benefits. It has like like
Antioxidants,
preventing,
yeah.
like things that like it's really really good. So to have that instead of like a coffee,
Yeah.
like first thing in the morning would be better. You can have your coffee later, but
I'm a coffee girl.
I'm also like I would have coffee on an empty stomach, and then I would be like this.
That's
Shaking.
Literally, our routine every morning. One of the reasons we wake up so early is because Plato opens at 6. So we go there, get coffee, walk our dogs. And I even said to Trav, I'm like, we need to make sure we have a full glass of water before we have
Yeah.
coffee, because that is not
Especially having
good.
coffee on an empty stomach, like it's bad for your lining, and
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
it makes me feel like gross.
But even doing the 75 hard, like water is like one of the things that you have to
Yeah.
have. And that like if any like oh, guys, if you can ask anyone, and I'm that girl with her Stanley, like it's my baby. It comes with
Yeah,
me
I saw it in your corner.
everywhere. Yeah, like before I was just like.
Do you have a bag for it? I see some people actually have bags.
No,
Or like,
I haven't
or
gone
like a
that
little charm thing for the top.
Yeah, I have a little bow.
Okay, but
yeah.
So cute.
last question before we end up. What is your plan now after your 75 hard? What habits are you taking from it that you've learned that you're going to now carry through sustaining it?
Okay, well, I think let me tell everyone exactly what I did.
Yeah.
So like if you do want to do the 75 hard, this is what I did, and this is what I feel like I'm still doing, and it's helped. So it was obviously the 2 45-minute workouts a day, but not, I didn't worry about doing one indoors and one outdoors. Like if it was raining all day, like what do you
You should go outside and walk
in the rain.
Pilates.
Yeah, it's like you find the time to do what you do. If an hour and a half works for you, one shot, get it out of the way, cool. Lots of water, like at least over, like some people really struggle to drink water, but at least over 1.5 liters a day.
Especially in winter, I think it's a tricky one.
Yeah. Like just if having like a bottle with a straw, that is so helpful, because like it's always there, and having it with you, like you're
And you
gonna
just
find
chug.
yourself like drinking it more. Then you're supposed to do some like 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day of like some sort of reading or something, and I chose that time to prioritize like my faith, reading my Bible, like whether that was on my phone, whatever it was, or like if I could get that in at the same time as like doing a walk, like listening to a podcast, like something that prioritized like me and my own time, getting off of like social media.
I love that.
All of that, and I feel like that's so important, and some people like forget to do that because we're so connected like on our phones all the time. Like just disconnecting for that time is so good. And then a diet that is suitable for you, and like the 80-20 worked really well for me. And I did no fast food though, except I did do brash once in Cape Town, which is like,
but that's excusable.
I wouldn't say it was like fast food like the McDonald's.
It's not like a McDonald's. Yeah.
And yeah, like obviously now if somebody wants to have fast food, I'll be like, but yeah, the 80-20 worked really well for me. Am I forgetting anything else with the 75 pounds?
I know it's also you have to like take a progress photo every day, but I mean you tracked your progress through like TikTok and
through videos and things. I wish I actually took like a before and after.
Yeah, to see how your body changed.
But I definitely felt better.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing is how good you feel.
Like internally.
Yeah, and I felt that like mentally I was a lot stronger. Like after that, because there were times where I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Why did I?
But I think it's because you are practicing that discipline, but also you're giving yourself time to practice your spirituality, read, learn. So it's very diverse, and I feel like people are very multifaceted. So we need to prioritize health, fitness, mental, spiritual, social, friends, whatever. So I think that's probably why it strengthened that, because you gave yourself 75 days of practice, and now it's almost second nature.
Yeah, it's just become like a part of my everyday life.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was so lovely to meet you and to chat with you. And hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll definitely bring Chloe back if she wants to.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So fun.
I feel like we could speak for much longer, but you won't be listening for that long.
Thanks, guys. Bye.